Hello, guys. Welcome to my morning live. My name is Cheryl Grabowski, and I am a survivor of narcissistic abuse. I've been through a church trauma, and I'm an advocate for the mental health awareness, which a lot of times what we don't realize is what's going on with us is that we need to check into our mental health. Here on my channel, we know that mental health is important, and years and years ago, people rarely ever, they put a stigma on you. They say, oh, well, you crazy, right? But then what they didn't realize is that everybody has a mental health profile. Just like you have a physical profile, you go to the doctor to check on your blood and your heart and your kidneys and all of that other stuff. Well, there are other psychologically, there's a scale that measures your psychological health, your emotional, and your mental health. So that is important. So y'all, welcome to my live Facebook and YouTube. Y'all come on in. I'm waiting for my moderators. I got everything set up. We're gonna start this live this morning. People are still viewing the live from last night. I entitled it last night. We can't depend on the church. We can't depend on the church to do what's right amongst the clergy. When, and this is often, let me say it again, when, and it happens often, when the clergy, I put it together, said the church, but I said the clergy. When the clergy falls from grace, there's no real system there. And so this live that we're talking about this morning we're gonna be talking about the money and how everything works. Some of y'all know and some of y'all don't know. I used to be a pastor myself. Good morning, Sonja. Did you get up on the right side of the bed this morning? Are your cortisol levels down? I had to get my cortisol levels down because they were up last night. They might get a little piece of up today. I got my water here. You know what I'm saying? Water does the body good. Hold on, y'all. Water does the body. So we ready. We got the water. And we're going to take a walk today, too. We're going to check into our cardiovascular. That video yesterday on Facebook was awesome. Girl, hey, Sharon, you always coming in on the face to the book, girl. Can you hear me good? Because I'm over here on the YouTube. Girl, honey, Sonya, you need to go back and watch it from YouTube, okay? YouTube, yeah. So the live ended because my phone died on Facebook, but of course, it kept going on YouTube. But I want to start this morning live with you guys. We're gonna look into the comment section of the live that we did last night. So I want to read a couple of comments, and for some of you people that will watch this video, because this video is still being viewed on YouTube. For some of you people who are watching me nowadays and you don't know me, and you've never seen me before, honey, let me just tell you. Let me just give you the backdrop, okay? My name is Cheryl, and when I was 18 years old, I married my children's father, and we had 4 children. Shortly thereafter, he went into the ministry, and then we started our own church, and then I started ministering too. And there was just a life of ministry, folks, people, all things church, all things church. I did not have a friend who was not a church person. I did not hang out with family other than going to visit my mama. It was all things church. Sure, your YouTube is blurry. Is it? Hold on. Well, I'm not on hold on, boo. I'm not on I'm on StreamYard. So what about now? Can you see it now? Does it look better now? So it was all things church. So some of you guys who are meeting me for the first time, you might think, who is this lady? And why is she talking about our church world? Oh, because I know. I was ordained pastor too. My husband, that's better. Okay. So it's not going to look the same as it does. What's up, Devon Sullivan? It's not going to look the same as it does when I'm doing my morning live on Underneath the Lights. Okay. Because I'm on StreamYard. And StreamYard is an entirely different thing. You know what I'm saying? The lighting is different, everything. Now I can go get the other ring light and light this room up. Hey Devon, I think I remember you. You used to do my hair. Yes, I remember you. Um, so yeah. So Sonja, do you feel like I need to go get the other ring light? But here on Facebook, you see me clear like you normally see me. My mom is angry. Yeah, I remember you, baby, like you normally see me. But anyway, I'm on StreamYard because I have the link in the chat for anyone to come up here and have a conversation with me about what we're talking about this morning. This is a hot topic for the people here in Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, and really even abroad. We know that this young lady named Tori, um, you love my lives. Thank you, boo. Unalived herself a week and a half ago due to this ongoing relationship with this preacher lady. And we know by way of the videos on YouTube, how Tori was begging Sonja for some type of closure. She was wanting her to have a conversation about the relationship. Hey, cousin Delonda, about the relationship that they were in. They were in a full-blown relationship. And when she finally, well, many a times we found out that Sonja was, she was leading Tori on. She was making her believe that she was going to give her that closure with no intention of doing that. What's up, top? No top, no drop. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. And so yeah, so that's what's going on. But for this morning's live, hey y'all come on in. I'm doing good, boo. There's one comment that really stood out to me. We're gonna start our live with this comment. This comment is from YouTube. It says Porch Lady 66. That's her profile name, and she says the churches are filled to the rafters with an exclusive club of liars, deniers, and narcissists. Let me say that again. The churches are filled to the rafters with an exclusive club of liars, deniers, and narcissists. I've left my Cash App in the chat. You guys are free to send me a Cash App this morning of whatever amount of money you choose. I am not working today, but I am working. Okay, I am working. This takes work. And also, there was something else I put in here. Oh, the link. For you guys that are on Facebook, if you want to be a part of this conversation, and if you have anything to say about this conversation, you come over to YouTube. There's a link in my chat, and you could tap on the link, and I'll bring you up so that we can talk. You could decide to stay. Once you get into the StreamYard, there's a feature there where you could come up on screen like me, or you could stay behind in the backstage where we'll just hear you speak. The churches are filled with to the rafters with an exclusive club of liars, deniers, and narcissists. And that's what we are talking about this morning. Hey, Daisy. That's what we're talking about this morning. Now, I wanted to share with you guys to bring awareness, to share with people who really don't understand, folks who are seat warmers at church, and no disrespect, right? If you come to church and you just sit on the pews and you have you're just observing the service, you feel like conscious wise, you're reverencing God, you've been raised that way, you pay your tithes and your offerings, you mind your business, and you get up and leave. I just want to tell you some of what's going on behind the scenes. Now, as it relates to yesterday, my person told me that um, Sonja and her congregation were in church and they shouted around there on Tori's grave, and the bishop came down. The bishop came down to uh, validate Sonja, really, and to ease the mind and the conscience of the people in Raleigh and abroad, to let somebody believe or think that they were handling, because there was a letter, email from the top of the chain, and he said that they were looking into the situation, is what my source told me. Hey, Karima, they were looking into the situation, and they'll govern themselves accordingly. And so the bishop shows up. Okay, the bishop shows up, and then I don't know what he preaches about, but then Sonja begins to dance on Tori's exit out of the out of this world. Okay, she began to celebrate. She had told her congregation there was a witch after her. She had told them that this person is lying on her, and that it's not true, that she's not been in a same gender loving relationship with this beautiful young lady. It's not true that she had not groomed her, that she had not played in her private parts on the back of the bus, that she had not left her husband, that they were not hand in hand going to the movies and shopping together and bathing together and sleeping together and sharing body fluids, that she had not done that, and she don't know what's going on. And this woman is lying on her. She told them that she is, in Sonja's opinion, she is a witch. And one of the things I said last night, and I still stand on it today, what makes Tori a witch? Because Sonja was 20 years her elder, and if anybody is going to be a witch, it would be her. And so I made it plain and clear last night that I wanted the church folks to govern themselves accordingly and to handle this situation as need be handled, because this is a moral and an ethical thing. Because Tori, by the time Sonja got her hands on her, she was grown, as far as she was 18, but she had groomed her. Good morning, Latanya. Um, she was 18. So now, since she waited to the ripe old age of 18 years old so that there would be no legal ramifications, then she goes about to seduce and to have sexual relations with Tori, and she didn't give a flipping whistle what the apostles, the pastors, the teachers and the deacons thought about anything. She went on. Matter of fact, she groped and grinded and sucked Tori all she wanted to, while the elder was in the conjoined room. And the young lady opens up the door, as the story is told, and sees them in a sexual situation. So today I want to talk about the bishop coming down. So why, in my opinion, if I can, because I used to be a pastor myself, so let's speak in terms of what goes on behind the curtain. Let's get into it. Why would the bishop come to validate Sonja? Why would they have church as usual? Well, not really church as usual, because they said that they didn't want the children in the building, right? But why would he come and exog the text and have Sonja, the drummer was there, and then she go to dancing? What is it? What's in it for Bishop? There's a part. There's a really there's a really bad thing um, that's going on in the church nowadays. The initiative, money. You might be saying, sure, about so what you mean? Uh, excuse me. I'm sure that Sonja pays her tithe. Yeah, am I correct? Does she pay tithe? Yeah. Does she make good money? Does her husband pay tithe? And then they have a congregation, right? Yes. And then who do they pay their tithe to? They're paying their tithe to somebody, and a little piece of offering. Okay, well then how much money is that? I would use my imagination. It's a good piece of money. And there's a person that they are paying this money to. Yes. So wouldn't it be of their best interest? Wouldn't it be of their interest, financial wise and business wise, to make sure that they come and clean up what she done fucked up? so she can keep on going, so they can keep on being paid. I have a question. I don't know anyone in the church, but is it possible that Tori could have had something going on mentally? It's possible, yes. The money. Why wouldn't the church folks hold Sonja accountable, and why would they cover for her? The money. Because, see, this is church is just not, we as people, in my opinion, a lot would come to African American people. See, ministry was our start. If you go back all the way to slavery days, ministry is where, African American people, as it relates to the children of slaves. And what I mean by that, when I mention the children of slaves, I'm meaning any person in our background, any person in our bloodline who came off the plantation, slaves. Any one of them. So that would probably be all of us, all the people that I know. So with money, prosperity came to us by way of master given slave owner the Christian Bible, and actually the slave Bible, and then allowing him to preach to the congregants, which were slaves too. And then they pay their money. Good morning, afternoon, Cheryl, Sonia, Latanya, and Mike. Hey, Ro. I didn't know Mike was in here. Hey, Mike. So, money. So the blacks, from that day to this one, has been accumulating wealth. Okay. And we, as the children of the slaves, hey, Malik and Teresa, good morning. We, as the children of the slaves, see, we watched one preacher after another preacher, because the church is the meeting place. And whenever you have, this is just like the corner store, for example, or any other store. When you have a product, the product is the Bible, the preacher. And then you have all the other people who are giving into that same pot. Then it becomes the place of the wealthy place. That's where the money is accumulated. And so you go from one preacher to the next for the next decade, and then the next decade, and then the next decade. And now you got all these thousands, hundreds and thousands of preachers, and they are the wealthy people. They buy the houses and they buy the cars, and now all the black people brag about their pastor and their wealth. Or, well, my pastor lives in this neighborhood, or my pastor, he drives that car. But the congregants are not as blessed as the pastor, right? For most of us, unless you First Baptist Church downtown, because that's where the black elites are. They have money, not just the pastor, but the people. Matter of fact, the people in there probably have more money than the pastor. But a lot of times, for most of the churches, no. The preacher is the one with the money. So why won't they check a bitch? Why won't they check Sonja? She breaks the moral code. She breaks the biblical code. According to the doctrine, she's wrong as two left shoes. Up, down, all the way around. What's up, Michael, in the building? Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, whenever I see Michael, it's a beautiful day. So she breaks the moral code all the way around. So when it comes to the bishops and the apostles and the deacons and the teachers, and I've left the link in this chat for anybody who is bold enough, courageous enough, and opinionated enough to hit this link and come up here to have a conversation with me. But if nobody hit it, I can do it all by myself. Trust and believe. So there's money on the table. So Sonja, she has good money, right? What's up, Jake in the building? Good morning. So she has good money, right? She has good money. She has a congregation. They are paying. And so let me tell you, I'm just gonna go on and tell y'all right now. They don't want to, they don't want Sonja to go away, to hang up her preacher's garment and to stop doing what she's doing. Because if she does that, then somebody is going to be lacking money. Now, for the ordinary people, we are ordinary people. I just want y'all to know these people are going to try to protect their interests. And their interest is the tithes and the offering that are given. When you're dealing with clergy, you're dealing with ministers, and you're dealing with people who exog the text, and people who are skilled and who has been doing this thing for a long time. When you're dealing with them, they can take the King James Bible, baby, and create a whole nother universe. Because if you're skilled and you're gifted, then anybody could do it. You know what I'm saying? You just pick your topic, and then you go and find the scriptures that relate to that thing that you're talking about. They all do it. They all do it. This woman has put a stain and a stench on anybody who is associated with her. Just like I said last night, I woke up this on the right side of the bed this morning, and my opinion has not changed about her at all. Now she's going to want to save herself. She's going to want to do that. And they, the ones that she feed money to, they're going to want to save her too. That's what they're going to do. So we're going to observe and pay close attention. Is there, they said, Sarah said, Cheryl, these are godly people. What does that mean? To be godly. Doesn't godly mean to be ethical and to be upright and to be morally of a high standard, and also to have a fantastic internal GPS? Is that what it means? Or do they mean that to be godly is to know the King James Bible and to use it as a tool of manipulation, power, and control? Which one is it? Which one is it? What do you consider godly? How do you define that? How do you demonstrate that? She's not demonstrating any kind of godliness. She's moving around like a narcissist. She's moving around like a manipulator, uh, uh, a master manipulator is how she's moving. Who is she manipulating? She's manipulating anyone who would subject themselves under her power and control. You say, Cheryl, what you mean by power and control? Well, she has power because she has the position, and then the control because people are lending her their ear, and they are bringing their bodies to her congregation, and they are disciplining themselves to sit there and to listen and to obey. What she's said. My thing is this: these people are going to try to protect their interests, and what they're interested in is the money.
Hey, Cheryl,
Hey,
girl, this topic, this woman, this pastor, this devil. I mean, the narcissist in her. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
I mean, somebody needs to hold her accountable. I mean, if the church isn't, it's just sad. It's sick. When I think about it, I can't even get through all of the videos because of the triggers. It has a
Yes,
lot of triggers,
lots of triggers.
whether it's church trauma, or just being
Somebody
with the
probably call her.
narcissist.
Hmm.
It's sad. I mean, and for all of them that are saying, what about Tori? Tori this, Tori. No, Tori is the victim here. This
Hmm.
pastor, we don't know who all she has groomed. Tori's just the only one that spoke out,
Right.
you know?
Hmm.
So I just wanted to come up and say, you know, I'm glad that you are recognizing this and keeping this girl's name alive, because if you don't do it, nobody else will.
Yes. You said something about triggering. It's
Hmm.
very triggering for us who have endured church abuse.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Y'all know my history, so a lot of people know my story already. And back in those days, I left church because of this type of bullshit. I
Hmm.
mean, my children just went through the worst thing that they'll ever go through over at Deliverance Cathedral Love, being treated the way they were by the church folks.
Yeah, I grew up in the church too. So yeah,
Mm,
I know about that church trauma. I
mm,
married into the church. So
mm.
still dealing with it, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but this woman, she needs to be held accountable. I mean, they're I really don't think that they're going to do anything, because they cover up so much in the Pentecostal church, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
They want, like you spoke on it, they want that money. They want that them tithes, that offering. That's what they want. They
and,
gonna
and you
cover it up.
and you know what the congregation should do? You
What's
know what
that?
they should do? They should walk out, and so there'll be no money to take up.
Exactly.
So this
Exactly.
so the people have more power than they think they do, but there's the brainwashing and the intimidation and the fear of hell, the grave, and damnation. Hmm. That's
Right.
a big part of it too. Yeah.
Exactly. They don't want
Hmm.
to go. They don't want to. She has brainwashed the church too.
Oh
With all of
yes.
those shouting and stuff she did on Sunday.
Hmm.
She got them in her corner. It has to be somebody that all she needs is a few people to, speak on her behalf, like you're doing now.
Hmm.
Because I mean, this is a tragedy. I mean, this girl, oh, I
It
feel
is.
so bad for her family. Like, it's just sad. It's like people need to stop. I mean, 2024, all this stuff that's going on in the world, and here we go with something else. And this woman has been doing this for years.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
This girl
Hmm.
started when she was 18.
Right. This is an old story. Like, it's been going on the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So I
sad.
don't know. For the bishop to come down, and be a part of anything other than to escort her out
Right.
is improper to me.
Now, think about it. If this has been going on all this time, who else has she done this to?
Well, everybody is saying that. That's the conclusion that everybody is coming to. Cheryl, there has to be another victim out there somewhere. There has to be somebody, because at the end of the day, she knew that the mother of the church knew. She knew that other people knew too, but she didn't. I mean, that didn't stop her. So
Mm,
why wouldn't she do it to somebody else?
exactly. Exactly. But I'm glad that you're bringing awareness to this. I really am.
Thank you,
I
Sonja.
just wanted to come up real quick and say that, and
Hmm.
keep doing what you're doing. I'm here to support always. And
Thank you.
yeah, I think more people need to hear this, and this needs to get out. In my
It's
opinion, we need to share this out, y'all. Everybody share this stuff out
y'all.
because,
Please share it.
yeah, just share it out because this woman, I actually saw a picture of her and she does look demonic to me, but that's just me. That's just my personal opinion.
Mm.
So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go and
Okay.
get myself going back over here. Okay, I'll talk to you
All right.
soon.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye bye.
All right. No, Christopher, you are not in trouble. I don't know who put you up there. Did I do that? I don't think I did that. But yeah. So for you guys that are on Facebook that are not normally here for my live, I'm live on YouTube, and I have a morning show. And so that's what we're doing now. But I have um I'm doing all these lives over here on my channel for Tori and the awareness of her to spread her story and to talk about this church abuse and this predatory behavior that she so beautifully shared with us for 10 months starting last year in November on YouTube. Um, Unfortunately, most of us didn't know that she was back there even talking and, in my opinion, screaming and trying her best to get somebody to hold Sonja accountable. What I take from the text messages that we looked at a couple of days ago is that Sonja didn't want to be, she didn't want it to be told. And so that's why we're here today. I told a church member about this Sonja situation. The pastor said that Tori committed and will go to, wait a minute, let's deal with that. Woo woo. We'll go to for the suicide. Like, wow, that was the perspective of the situation. Now, hold on, because this is very triggering. This is very triggering. Where's the empathy? Where is the empathy? Pastor is speaking on his doctrine, what he believes to be true about the King James Bible, which is his doctrine. But where is the empathy though? Because some mother just lost her daughter. Pastor don't know where Tori going. The church make too many claims that they can't back up. Pastor don't know. Pastor sounds like somebody who doesn't have empathy at all. Now he gets on the side of, probably he thinks like Sonja. That's why she called Tori a witch, because she believes that if she teaches the King James Bible, then that puts her in right standing with God. How do I know that? I used to be a pastor. That's how I know. But I want to tell you, Bishop and Sonja, and all of y'all other raggedy ass preachers, you don't know where Tori went. You got children, and you don't know where your raggedy ass is going. We're not talking about the afterlife. That ain't got a damn thing to do with it. Because when it come to doctrine, we all got different opinions. Nobody can prove anything. Scripture cannot be authenticated. We all know that. Well, the deep laners know that. I don't know what y'all know, because I don't know who y'all listen to. But it can't be authenticated. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this woman who says that she's a godly woman. We're talking about this woman who says that she is She's a light worker, good, clean spirit. And she loves God's people, and that she's here to shine the light. When that ain't what she's been doing. She's been doing everything other than that. And then she got up and shouted when Tori passed away. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So the pastor, see, this is why, and my daughter said this morning, because we got in a little argument this morning, a little piece, because she got on my nerves. But this is what she said. She said, we millennials are smarter than that. That's why we don't go. We recognize that church flows like a game. She said the way that the church people treated her and her siblings, which are my kids, over at the church because they were mad at me, and they coddled an adulterer according to their Bible, right? They coddled her and supported her and treated her with honor and respect when the two children she had by my husband out of wedlock, which according to her Bible, they are bastards. But they treated her like the wonderful person and treated me and my children like the villain because she's a part of the game. These people need to get up and walk the fuck out. He is trying to keep that fear alive. Ooh, Ro, yes, God. Hey, trucker's wife in the building. Hey, girl, good morning. That part, Cheryl. Boom. Ooh, don't have a heaven or hell to put anyone in. I'm on my way to the city to go to the Diddy hearing. Interesting. We'll talk about that later on. Godly, but was in a relationship with a woman while married to a man. Godly, godly. So we're here today to discuss this money train. Follow the money. Where's the money going? The money is going to the bishop and them. And they're going to try their best to hold everything together so that they can keep on getting that money. Mm-hmm. Sure, we are no different than anyone in the Bible. We could make a whole new Bible on this day. Yes, I do know that. Everyone has their own spiritual experience. That is all the Bible is. It's men and women who speak on what they believe about God. And then you have these charlatans, these pimps, hoes, and bitches, with mantles of ministers, apostles, pastors, teachers, and prophets. And they are milking and pimping folk with good hearts. If you unalive yourself, you are going. I am so sick and tired of these people talking about a hell that they never been to. It's annoying. My daughter said, millennials, they're not coming to your funky ass churches. They're not coming. Can you blame them? Can anybody blame these young people for not wanting to be a part of this system? Can anybody blame them? Anybody else want to come up and have a conversation with me? Now, listen, this is the thing. This money, nope, right. You can't blame these millennials for looking at these church leaders with the side eye. So look at them. Look at them over there. That's my granddaddy. He the bishop. He got 2 or 3 women he's sleeping with in the church. Then the congregants over there, you tell them about it. You know what they say? This is what the congregation say. Well, he human. Well, what the fuck what do you go to church for? What is the point? If you look at your pastor and you say your pastor is human, which is true, right? But what I'm saying, what do you go for? Why is he leading you anywhere? I don't understand. Oh, well, he's human. Oh, well, when Sonja coerces and grooms and does all those things to Tori, well, she's human, Cheryl. What does that mean? I think narcissists say that. I do. Because see, when it get to running through my GPS, my whole system go bonkers. What do you mean, human? What that mean? Well, then that's just one human that shouldn't be in that position. So take your clergy collar off and get the fuck on. Go drive a truck somewhere or go work over there at the news station. Human, go over there. Because I know people that'll never do that. Not one human day of their life. What does that mean, human? What does it mean? Oh, well, sure, they're human. No, they are immoral. No, they are not fit for the job. No, they are imposters. They are pretenders. They are masked. They are narcissists. They are charlatans. They're human. I know people who wouldn't be caught dead doing the things that these people do. And you know them for their entire life and they've never done anything. I'm tired. Don't tell me no more that they are human. I don't want to hear it. Human ain't got nothing to do. We're all human. Even Jesus was human, as the writer says. Human, a narcissist gonna talk like that. You know why? See, I need y'all to get y'all narc meters up and going. Okay, work on your narc meter. You understand me? Because out of their mouth they're gonna speak. We're human. What does that mean? Well, why the hell am I in here sitting here listening to you? Because see, I'm not gonna do that. So I need your position, and you can take mine. You can sit your ass in the pew, and I get up in the pulpit. Sonja Spence is not fit for ministry. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. My name is not Tori. You can't manipulate me. I don't love you. I don't look up to you at all. I don't give a damn. I'm only just observing your tree. Identifying your tree by which fruit that's on the branches. What kind of fruit is that? What does she do? Oh, well, that's not the behavior and conduct of a clergy person. Yeah, if she was on a regular job, that's not a part of her job description. She would be fired. She's violated policy. She doesn't know what the manual says. She doesn't know what the manual says. She's not taking time to read and observe what the manual says and then govern herself accordingly. Yeah. So Sonja's not a woman of God. She should be fired. She should be demoted. So when the bishop comes down and then she gets up in church and she shouts because the witch is dead, demoted, fired. Take your clothes, your clergy collar, your preacher's robe, and get the fuck out of here. Period. Y'all need to get y'all's narcissism meters up and going. Okay. 2024. God is shamed and embarrassed for people that say, "Oh, Cheryl, well, ooh, you know how people do. Oh, well, girl, I'll shout it from the mountaintop. I know the Lord." No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't. If you cannot call Sonja by her name, and if you don't understand how to rightly divide this situation and see it for what it is, and understand that this woman is operating in a facade, she has on a mask. The mask is pristine. It's a beautiful mask. The mask has the ability to exog. The mask has the image. The mask has the church lingo. The mask has the walk, the talk, the shout, and the preaching, but it's all a mask. It's not real. Tori knows Sonja. And her lovers today. Her lovers, not her husband, her lovers, they know her too. The bishop don't give a damn. He making money. Tori is dead. She unalived herself. These people that are walking around here saying that, let's only deal with that. I can't really. The unaliving of herself was a picture of being broken by a narcissist and not able to recover. When you guys are in church with these leaders and you feel nervous and your sensory nervous system is trying to show you and tell you that something is wrong with your leader, and you're thinking that your leader is just powerful and that is why you feel that way, that is not why you feel in that way. You are in the presence of a demon, a narcissist in flesh and blood. You looking at the mask, can't see the real person, you don't know the difference. The behavior, not the performance. There's a distinction between the behavior and the performance. The behavior and the history will let you know what it is. Because the behavior doesn't stop. She's still fucking now. Mm. Mm-hmm. The behavior and the history will let you know what type of entity that is. Whether or not she's who she says she is. Well, Cheryl, she's human too. We're not talking about that. We ain't talking about that. If you were on a job and you are the lead manager and you're operating like one of the associates, then your ass gonna be fired. The behavior will let you know what it is and what it's not. That is not the behavior. Not then and not now. Not then and not now. Not then fucking and sucking Tori. Not then. Not the text messages. Not the emails. And not her shouting Sunday while Tori would be funeralized Monday. Not now. Because y'all thinking behavior, y'all thinking past. I'm not talking about the past. We tracking her back then, we tracking her midway, and we tracking her right now. That's all the behavior. Thank you, Michael. Kisses and hugs. That is a super chat for you guys that are over here on Facebook. You guys can send me what do you call them things over here on Facebook? But anyway, you can send me gifts because I'm working and I love what I do. This is called holding a motherfucker accountable. Because I'm not on a payroll, not on her payroll. You people who are in her church, do not go back. When you guys give tithe and offering, you are assisting her in disrespecting the memory of Tori, and you've already assisted her in causing her unaliving. Mm-hmm. I've already done that. I don't know Tori's mother. I still had to have a conversation with Tori's brother. I don't have to know them personally. So somebody asked me in here, says, do you think that Tori had mental problems? We all do. Latanya asked me that, matter of fact. We all have a mental profile. Sometimes our mental health is really good, sometimes it's not good. It's like it's like a scale. Sometimes your blood pressure is really good, sometimes not so good. Sometimes you're at a perfect weight, sometimes you need to lose some weight, sometimes you need to gain some weight. So was her mental health good when she passed away? No. No, it wasn't. Was she highly intelligent? Yes. Very highly educated and a businesswoman. Yes. And liked in the community. Yes. Tori was heartbroken. She was in love with Sonja. I don't think she had a doctorate degree, and I was a college professor. You don't think she had a doctorate degree and was a college professor? Why you say that, Sonja? Because she did teach at the college. Why do you say that? She was really smart. Well, I mean, just look at the videos on YouTube. Look at her verbiage. That's enough. Look at the text messages between she and Sonja and the way that she expressed herself and communicated. That's enough. Me and Tammy talked on the phone. She said, "Sure, you're right." She was, yeah. She said, "Sure, she was very smart." No, she definitely had mental health problems. Depression is mental health. Did y'all not know that? That's mental health problems. Depression, anxiety, that's mental health. I don't think we really understand what mental health is. That's all under mental health. She was heartbroken, but it's under mental health, Sonja. That's what mental health is depression, anxiety. Um, those are mental health. That's under the umbrella of mental health. I don't know if you guys are saying or wondering or thinking about maybe she was, some of the other things, and I don't think that she's any of these things, but I'm just going to say this. And I'm not a psychiatrist, but I'm thinking maybe that you guys are thinking maybe bipolar or schizophrenic or BPD, personality. Borderline personality disorder or things like that. I don't know about that. I know she was diagnosed with some type of depression when she was early on. She named the type of depression. It had a name to it. And so she dealt with sadness. They now consider these things a disability. Yeah, and do you know why, Ro? You know why it could be considered a disability? Because she was a college professor. I feel she was very smart. Yeah. Um, because it's a brain thing. It's a brain thing. You see what I'm saying? The depression and um, the chemicals and the hormones in the body. Depression. So some people are more prone to depression, and so they'll give you certain hormones to raise the dopamine, which is the happy hormone, and some of the other to bring it up so you could feel good. I thank God that I've never needed that. I could always, no matter what's going on, I could always love me and love life. So that wasn't one of my things. In my case, she and I are similar when it comes to emotional dysregulation. Feeling a whole lot. Mm-hmm. Feeling a whole lot. I think that was her issue. I don't know, but it seems like it. I know she loved Sonja and she couldn't stop doing it. Chemical imbalance for depression or anxiety is hard sometimes. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, all the much more for someone who is struggling to keep their happy hormone up. And then for this grown woman to take her virginity and be her best friend, and then just one day just stop. She took advantage of her. A lady at my job calls them happy pills. Mm-hmm. So that's a real thing, right? Probably is part of Tori's story. Well, I mean, if you listen to her story, you hear her say all the time that, the unaliving of herself was something that she thought about over the years. That was something that she thought about. And so me saying that even makes it worse as it relates to Sonja, because when she comes to her to talk to her, she already knew that she was prone to depression. She already knew that she had what they call it, suicidal ideation. Because we are not in her body, for that preacher who said what he said, he need to shut the fuck up. Because we are not in her body, I don't know what it feels like to be sad every. Ain't no, I don't know what that is like. You know what I mean? We sometimes, boy, I tell you, we run our mouth so bad. And except you feel into her body and know what it feels like to carry sadness, and that you visit happiness, but you live in sadness, then you don't know what it was that she was going through. But not only did Sonja, uh, she knew, and she didn't give a fuck. So this woman who doesn't give a fuck about somebody that she lay up with, and she says that she loves the body of Christ or the people that are in her congregation, she's a liar. She could have demonstrated her love by way of dealing with Tori the way that she was supposed to. Let me tell you something. When I went back to the text messages last night, and the reason why they're not going to deal with Sonja because it's the money thing. But when I went back to the text messages last night, me being an emotionally intelligent person and knowing what's proper emotionally, only thing she had to do was just say to her, look, friend, I really care about you. I really do. And when we were together before, I loved you for real. Like that was real. Because it seems like that Tori wants Sonja to help her to not feel like she's crazy. But Sonja won't do that because she's a master manipulator and she's a narcissist. So her job is to have Tori to doubt her reality. That's her job. That's her thing. That's what she does well, right? So her job is to have her to think that all of that shit was in her head and that it wasn't real. That was her. That's what she was doing. But she could have kept it real. Tori said so in the text messages. Just where are you? The person that I know. Well, the person that Tori know is living the fantasy. She's in the fantasy. She lives the fantasy. She's stuck in the fucking fantasy. There's hardly no reality there. If anybody's mentally ill, it's Sonja. She is out of her mind. If any Christian or any preacher that deal with Sonja and don't know that she's mentally ill, then what you need to do is you need to start doing your research on what mental illness is. Because what she didn't do, she didn't, to the person that she was doing it with, there was no recollection of what they had already done. So Tori starts talking to her in the third person. And then she eventually confronts her. And this person preaches the Bible. Y'all invite her to your church for her to exogete the text, and this bitch is mentally ill and in a fantasy. She don't know what's real. I believe she still would be alive had Sonja took accountability and acknowledged her feelings. She would have. But it would take two things: to, number one, to give a fuck, and number four, to have emotional intelligence. And narcissists don't. They do not. They use that cognitive stuff. Oh well, it ain't right to do that because they say it ain't right. But you know, other people, we don't function that way. They say, don't do that. That ain't right. You ain't supposed to do that. No, that's not how. That's the outward. That's the outward. That's why a lot of y'all go to church and be preached to all the time, because you don't have that internal GPS that helps you to navigate through life. That's why the millennials are not going anymore. They don't need that. They know they don't need it. The church is trying to solidify, hold it all together by the threat of hell. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that. Y'all's cover is blown. Nobody cares. Hell what? Scared of hell for what? Why? The way that I'm scared of Steven Spielberg movies on that television? No. Your cover is blown. Nobody gives a fuck. Yes, Michael, it's part of their nature to navigate that way. They don't know how to navigate that way. You got to go sit up in the church every Sunday and let some chicken greasing, eating, overweight, diabetic, high blood pressure ass, old crooked back ass, bulldogging ass bitch tell you what God said. Respectfully. And the reason why I use that word is because I'm mad with her. You ain't gonna XOG shit for me. Sorry. Bulldogging ass bitch. We don't care. Cheryl Grabowski will have about as much empathy as Sonja had for Tori by choice. What do I do over here on the channel, y'all guys? What do I do over here on the YouTube? What do I tell empaths? Sonja, what did I tell y'all? Then I tell you, when it comes to a narcissist, you are to cut your empathy off. Bulldogging ass bitch. No empathy for Sonja. When she straighten up and fly right, then maybe. But right now, bitch, ain't the only thing we got for you is for an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Yeah. That's all we got. Don't be looking for no mercy and no unforgiveness over here. I ain't one of them congregants. You're not going to manipulate me. No motherfucking manipulating. Not today. Ain't no need for you to talk about judgment in hell because I don't give a damn. Because I don't steal people coochies. I don't do that. Somebody get on the motherfucking phone and talk to me like that and pitiful like that. Sonja, you know we can't do that. Somebody on the phone when we know, but my thing is you've shared her body fluids. You damn near bone of her bone and flesh of her flesh at this point. And you don't have no empathy for her because she recollects, because she knows you. Because she carried her guilt and shame. Cheryl Grabowski don't have no motherfucking empathy for that narc bitch. Now, I talked to my coach yesterday. She does. She does. I told my coach, I said, I can't do it. Not right now. Timing got everything to do with this. I want to see you squirm, bitch. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Fair is fair. Right is right. I don't care nothing about it. You better, ooh, Lord, if I'd have been a judge downtown, woohoo, I'd have carried a reputation, baby. Ooh, ooh. Especially from them ones that sit in them high positions and who have not had no empathy for others the way that she didn't have no empathy for Tori. Y'all go over there and find that last video. I think it's video number 24, 25, and read that thread. Or come on my channel and look at the last, not the, let me see, 3 lives before today. Look at it because I went through that thread. And that amount of empathy that she gave Tori, that's what we're going to give her. We're not going to give her grace. Grace? Bitch, no. No. I know you're used to hearing yes all the motherfucking time. Okay, Sonja, Pastor Sonja. Okay, woman of God, okay. We're going to do what you say. Bitch, no. You know, listen. We all, look, nobody, look, there comes a day when it's just time to deal with the fuckery, right? Period. It's just that time. Like, it's that day. Like, she had her chance. From 2011, YouTube, Facebook, until 2024, which is now. I don't know how many years that is. That's a lot of years to just give a fuck. It's a lot of years. It's a lot of years to check your internal GPS and find a little piece. Since she orates the Bible, to find, since she says that she and Jesus are besties. I love you, Sonja. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Because I can hear her right now. You cared for me in such a special way. That's why I'll praise you. Sonja. I'll lift you up. I'll magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. Now, how do you do that? And then you on the phone with Tori. I don't give a damn about you. I dance on your grave. I done prayed about it. You got to work out your own soul salvation because I got mine. I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Sonja says, because you care for me in such a special way. That's why I'll praise you. I'll lift you up and I'll magnify your name. Tori, I don't care nothing about you. At the same time. Mm-hmm. 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 So she gets in the pulpit to exogete the text, knowing that the only thing that girl asked her for is a fucking conversation. Who amongst us in this live, Facebook, YouTube, would not have given her some type of closure? How is it going to hurt you? I'm sorry you all went through this. Karma a bitch. And this hurtful person isn't exempt. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's not going to hurt you, Sonja. It wouldn't have hurt you. That girl is gone and you dance Sunday. It's the dance for me. That's what brought me to the live last night. Y'all know we just been talking about it, right? Emphasis was on Tori's. Emphasis still on Tori. But I didn't give her what I'm giving her now. This comes from the dance that she did on Sunday. You watch your motherfucking self, bitch. Because Cheryl Grabowski is looking at you with a piercing gaze. Being able to look at you through all the way to the motherfucking bone. If you think I'm playing with you, I've always been like this ever since I was a baby. Go ask my sister. Go ask my sister. Oh, it stirs my soul that you stand. She stand there and sing those songs to God. God is. Y'all finish it for me in the chat. Finish it. God is. I'm saying this little piece of. Finish this in it. God is. God is what? God is what? What is God? God is good and God is one more thing. It has 4 letters in it. Ends with an E. God is what? Facebook, Maya, what is God? Michael, what is God? God is good and God is what? It ends with an E. God is love. Always on time. God is love. She's an Sonja, ambassador of love. Ambassador of love. Sonja's am thank you, Mary Alexander. God is love. Towards somebody's child. I don't care what our children do. We love our kids, right? We'll show you what kind of love. The text messages are a gift from God. Really, God is everything. Yes, He is. That's why I say love, because love is everything. Was going to say jealous, but it didn't end with E. Sorry, LOL. Michael. What did Jesus say about the law? I thought He said that the love is the fulfillment of all things. That's what my coach said. I told my coach, I said, we've become friends, but yesterday I've decided that she's still my coach because she says that even, and I want to tell y'all this. This is for transparent moment for me. She says that even the most terrible and detectable person on the planet still, they have love still. Mm-mm. I told coach yesterday. Mm-mm. She knows. No. So we'll just say, okay, we'll say yes. Sonja, love, right? We'll say yes. But when? Down the road. But what happens now? Karma happens now. She reaped what she sows now. She's being held accountable now. Maybe somewhere down the road when she tells her story and she makes this story, adds the layers to the story, because we said yesterday there's a story there somewhere. But right now, I don't give a fuck about her story. And I don't want y'all to either. Right now, I was getting ready to say I want the curtain pulled, but the curtain is already pulled, right? But we all see what's behind the curtain, but I think she still thinks that the curtain is there. That's what I think. I think she still thinks that the curtain is there. That's what I think. She don't put this girl, keep Tori's name alive. We will. She don't put this girl baby in the grave. But anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Y'all have a wonderful, what's today? Wednesday. Y'all have a wonderful Wednesday. I would have loved somebody else to come up here and share the screen with me. Um, so, hey D Dawson. So as we go further on in this story and in this live, I want y'all to consider coming up on the screen if you would. All right. So let's see. Love is the desire to watch over everyone you deeply care for. The people you love the most usually are right beside you, showing love for a dear friend, as you lovely ladies have proven. Michael, you have a wonderful day. And you folks on Facebook, thank you for being here. Y'all share the live. Love you too, Sonja. Yep, because she has the backing of her bishop. We'll see about that. All right, y'all. Kisses and hugs. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all on the next stream. Don't forget to share it. Share it for Tori, okay? Bye, guys. Bye, YouTube. Love y'all. Thank you, moderators in the building. Turn this live. Never delete.